Well, what happened was about, it'll be 15 years ago this Thanksgiving, I moved back to Texas to this little ranch because the previous year I had purchased my first cutting horse. It was in response to the grief and the confusion that we all felt after 9/11. I just kind of lost my sense of purpose and a goal. And a friend of mine, Stephen Bruton, I called him in kind of crazy desperation, saying, I've lost my way. Can you come to New York and let's work on some new music? So he did, and we put together this beautiful collection of music called Deep in the Heart. And we did it at several places. And then when we finished that, I was just like, well, now what? And all I could think about was getting a horse. Because, first, I grew up with horses when I was a kid. I showed them when I was, in junior horse shows and rodeo when I was through my teens, from the age 10 to my later teens. And I always wanted to be successful in show business so I could be with horses. And so it just kept coming to me after 9/11, like, you need to live with horses. That's your problem. You need to live with horses, and you need to get on with this because none of us know how much time we have left or how much time we really are granted on the planet, So I set about on my cutting horse quest and connected with one of the top trainers in the sport. He found me this fabulous horse named Purple Badger, who was way more than a horse. He was like a superior being. I mean, he was like my teacher, my best friend, my soulmate, my first cutting horse, and he changed my life. And after commuting for about, I guess about 6 months, learning to ride him and show him, and I was doing really well showing him, which was really fun. I just had this epiphany one day coming home from teaching in my Upper West Side apartment. I just had this thought, you need to live where your horse lives. So the next day...
So you were living in New York, but then flying to Texas to show this horse?
Yeah, I lived at 108th and Riverside, and I loved my apartment. I thought I'd live there had a view of the, river on the west side, and I felt I would live there forever, and as long as I was going to be alive. And then I just knew, and so I put my apartment on the market, and within a short period of time found this beautiful ranch, and my apartment sold, and that Thanksgiving I moved there, and I changed my life. And I used to ride my horse around my ranch and say, never was a horse so well loved. I built this barn for you. I built these fences for you, and you changed my life. And it was so good for me. I called my agents, my representatives, and I said, do you think I can live in Texas and still work in New York and LA? Because it's a short plane ride. It's not a big deal, And they said, yeah, sure, do it. And my friend Francine Segan, who's a brilliant hostess, gave this great party. And everybody came in cowboy clothes and everything. It was so funny as this send-off. Do you remember the critic John Simon? He's a wonderful guy. He kind of came riding in on a stick horse, and it was really funny, the whole thing. But it's been really good for me because I travel around the world doing concert work, and last summer I was in LA doing Grey Gardens for the summer, and before that, I was in Philadelphia shooting Split for M. Night Shyamalan. So sometimes I'm gone for quite a while. And when that happens, my horses are like, you're leaving again? And I'm like, I'm the guy that has to pay for your grain and your hay, and the dude that cleans out your stalls, so I don't think you should give me that attitude, And then when I come back, they literally turn their backs on me.
They're mad at you?
Yeah, they're mad. And I'm like, here's a cookie. Please forgive me. Remember, I'm the guy that provides you with the grain and the hay,
That's wonderful. I'm sorry that they're not more appreciative of you.
They don't get it at all.